All right, so you guys know I'm a Flames fan, okay? You guys know that Flames first, Habs second for me, although sometimes it runs into a tie when the Habs are being run a lot better than the Flames are. But hey, I've been pumping out a ton of Habs content, and I'll continue to put out Habs content, but you guys, if you know me, you know I want to expand. I want to cover more teams, notably the Canadian teams. My dream would be to cover all 7 Canadian teams, and that be the focus of the channel, with a couple of other American stuff sprinkled in. I would love it if I could cover the Flames more regularly, but hey, the way to do that is if you guys show some support on videos like these, like it, share it, so I see like, oh, okay, these are going to do well, and I can afford to make videos about teams other than the Montreal Canadiens. But today I want to talk about a little article posted on thehockeynews.com, which, as you guys know, that's as reputable as it gets. Like, when the Hockey News says something, it's not gospel, but it's pretty close, okay? They're rarely super off like some of those other sites you'll see. And they posted an article yesterday titled, "Could the Flames make another big move?" And again, their little subheading there is that the Calgary Flames made the biggest trade of this offseason by shipping Matthew Tkachuk to the Florida Panthers for Huberdeau and Mackenzie Weegar. GM Brad Treliving might not be done making moves before the curtain rises on the coming season. And a super interesting name comes up down later in the article. If you read the title, you already know who I'm going to talk about here, but let's see what the author of this article had to say. It's apparent that Brad Treliving hopes to build up his roster. Calgary Hockey Now's Steve McFarland noted a remark that Huberdeau made during his press conference announcing his new 8-year contract. Quote, "He wants to build a good team. He wants to go get players," said the Flames winger. McFarland wondered if Treliving will make another big deal this summer. He ruled out pursuing free agent center Nazem Kadri, as he's been linked to the New York Islanders. His suggested trade options include the Chicago Blackhawks' Jonathan Toews. And that's where I want to draw your attention today, because that could be quite a sneaky little move for the Chicago Blackhawks and the Calgary Flames. I mean, a lot of people are kind of relating Toews' name to teams like the Jets or the Avs, and yes, I mean, that's possible, very probable, but the Flames are also one of the teams linked to him, especially down the middle. He hasn't done it much, but could Toews play the wing? I mean, it's something that we know the Flames still need to bolster their top 6 a little bit, okay? And Toews could definitely be one of the guys to do that. He's not what he used to be, but he's still a very good player. I know what you're thinking, the salary. Of course, there would have to be some retention on the Chicago Blackhawks part. I mean, Toews makes $10.5 million, not for much longer though. This is the last season that Toews has with this current contract, so it wouldn't be a huge deal for Chicago to retain some money. They're going to have to eat some money if they want to give Jonathan Toews away in a trade. But what this author mentions is what the Flames could do to take in even 50-60% of that Jonathan Toews contract. I'll redirect you to the article. Flames winger Milan Lucic's name surfaced last week on social media, citing the 33-year-old winger's value as a team leader. McFarland doesn't see him getting moved unless it's to free up salary to acquire another major player. That's one name for you. Anaheim, Boston, we know they've been kicking tires on Luch. Cap Friendly shows the Flames have $79.9 million invested in 20 roster players for 2022-23. There's not much room to add salary right now, though they could get some wiggle room if sideline center Sean Monahan, who has a $6.375 million cap hit, goes on LTIR to start the season. Again, you could also move out Sean Monahan. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, they would have moved him out by now. Okay, well, obviously, you're going to have to add a sweetener in there. If you want to move Monahan, you're going to have to add probably a second, dare I say a first-round pick. I don't think that much, but at least a second to get Monahan moved. But it's definitely possible. And you bring in Jonathan Toews, all of a sudden, you're a better team than you were last year when you had Gaudreau and Tkachuk. Now, is Toews going to replace Tkachuk and then Huberdeau replaces Gaudreau? No. Jonathan Toews is on the back end of his career. He's nowhere near what he used to be even 5 years ago. But you get a guy who's ultra competitive, a great leader who can come into the room and really make sure that there's no funny business going on. He's got a ton of experience, and I know guys like Lucic help with that, but Toews, I mean, 3 cups, okay? You have to be a freak of nature in the NHL to lead a team to 3 Stanley Cups. You're an alien if you can do that. And that's the type of leadership, I mean, sometimes it's overblown, okay? When people talk about leadership and veterans coming to the room and their experience, let me tell you, with Jonathan Toews, it will not be overblown. The experience and the cachet that comes with winning 3 Stanley Cups as the captain, one of the youngest captains in NHL history, that means something. Best bet it. And again, if you do acquire Toews, you're getting 1 season, if that. They might trade him close to the deadline. You get a season or half a season, and then you can choose if you want to re-sign the guy for $2.5, $3 million, whatever it is. He's going to get signed around there if he wants to keep playing. And then, what are you talking about? A 1-year deal at $3 million for Jonathan Toews? Come on, even at this age, that's great value, something to consider for the Calgary Flames. And if you can woo him through a trade, I think he would definitely consider it, coming to play in Canada. And hey, this is definitely something to look at. The hockey news, they're on to something here. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Flames fans, again, if you want to see more content like this, you got to show me, okay? Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.